Hello, I am Jonathan. Welcome back to Digimon. How many fucking times is he gonna go on about goddamn cotton candy? 3 times across the 2 different Digimon. Where do you want me to go? It's not gonna affect Axamon for a while. Go be protective. Take on some cases. I haven't seen Pete in a while. I doubt he's left the Con Runway, but something's been trouble here. Go find him. Where is that Pete? Oops. That's just gonna talk to me, really. You're not helping. Unless there was a case. Oh, anyway. Oh, it's you, huh? Do you know what I am? Because I don't. I don't feel anything at all. Not a thing. What happened? What? Pete disappeared in front of you? Just come back here for now. A new case just came in and that's cause for concern. Could be related to what you just witnessed. Boo, 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 boo. Ghost cat build. I have been looking for so long. My Miko, my poor cat. Ooh, memory up. This case comes in from old man Mizushima. You might remember him as the one behind those 4 urban legends you recently investigated with the cult club members. It well and truly is a small world out there, even when it feels bigger than ever in some ways. Anyway, he's tasked us with tracking down his cat. Frankly, during times like this, there's something to be said for a down-to-earth gig like this one. Mizushima said he'd be waiting for you at K Cafe, although he didn't exactly state when. It wouldn't hurt to go on ahead and check things out at the cafe, so go do that. This is like a 3-star mission. It's supposed to be combat then. Vibrations. Feels like it stopped. I wonder if it was an earthquake. Well, you can grab a drink, have a seat, and stay as long as you can. Or like. An earthquake? No, I didn't feel anything about this sort. So old man Mizushima's not in right now. Alright. You originally met him there early in the morning, right? Might as well come back around the same time to see if he shows up. The next day, early morning. Let's head for the K Cafe. Old man Mizushima should hopefully be there at this hour. Oh, it's you again. Been waiting, you know. You stopped by yesterday afternoon, but couldn't find me. You must have just had bad timing, kid. I've been waiting here forever for you. What's done is done. Let's just let bygones be bygones and start searching now. My Miko, you see, he's inside this wall here. Are you at K Cafe right now? I pick up readings of really strong digital wave vibrations from the 4th floor. Really huge current coursing through here. There. My money's on that old time capsule being the cause of them. What's that? An earthquake. Now I can confirm it's definitely not. There's no movement here on the 1st floor. You're just sensing the intense digital wave. I don't want to know. It's better not knowing. Things are fine just as they are now. It's better if they don't change. Please stop. Don't wake me up from this. It's Miko. No, I'm Pete. No, this is Patrick. Whatever you are, Miko, just come back to me. No, I can't. That's too much to ask of me. I'm not... Takumi, please, leave me alone. Let things stay just the way they are. Ah, did I finally get through to you again? The vibrations have stopped for now, but the digital waves are still as intense as ever. There's something big brewing in there. As I suspected earlier, they're coming from that old vacuum tube computer inside the wall. The digital waves are just gushing out of there, from the old intranet lines that computer is hooked up to. So much so, in fact, that they're forming a cybernetic relay line, a digital line of sorts. If this thing persists, it's only a matter of time before its effects are felt in the real world. Takumi, I need you to go inside that vacuum tube computer and do what you can do to stop it. I'm counting on you. Please let me be. Don't wake me from this dream. What's going on with Pete? Only one way to find out. Ignore his wishes. Let's go. Monday. Hope I'm going the right way. The answer is yes. Why? Why do you have to know who I really am? No response. Let's find Pete. I'll just drop a high security. What do I need for level 3? Five or more Mega Digimon, huh? How many do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I just need one more. Why you gotta hide in a maze, Pete? Oh, I have to read these. Nakano Broadway Construction, Part 1. Construction plans for Nakano Broadway, hereby activated, abbreviated as NB, were announced in 1959, ultimately taking 7 years to complete. The reasons for the lengthy duration was due to major issues that routinely manifest throughout the process. During land leveling, underground water leaked, resulting in an immediate halt to any and all work within the area. A large lake formed and the site was left alone. For a long time, mysteriously, large fish appeared in masses, attracting fishermen. Records also indicate people bathed there in large numbers and that a child at one point drowned in the lake. Today, something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Even when I tried calling out for help, nobody came for me. But these two detectives eventually showed up. Koyoko and Takumi. Takumi asked me who I was, but I said I didn't know. So Koyoko gave me a name. She decided to call me Pete, because I'm some sort of time capsule. Yep, Pete, that's my name. It made me so happy to have one. Names are really are special things to have. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Surprisingly, there's not one over here. Caravan Construction Part 2. No blueprints exist for NB. 1961 saw the Japanese government commence its income doubling plan in order to re-energize the post-war economy. In tandem with unemployment policies, public works projects flooded the country, with major construction companies allotted huge budgets. Around 1962, one such project, the main route for the Shuto Expressway, was completed ahead of schedule. It was at that point the attention turned back towards NB. Idle laborers and resources were funneled into the area from central Tokyo, at which point work on the building commenced in earnest. It's likely that there wasn't time to even think of preparing proper blueprints for NB at that stage. Yoshito really likes this girl named Fuyumi Yuki. He always sits me on his lap and tells me all about her. Everything is perfect about her, he says. Her singing, her dancing, her looks, everything. He says she's one in a million among idols. I can't do any of those things. I can't sing and I can't dance, but what I can do is curl up and fall asleep in Yoshito's lap. I love doing that. I also just love hearing Yoshito talk to me so happily. Go up. Oh, there's yours over here. About time to get some farm goods, yep. With no blueprints to draw upon, concrete was poured and rebar was erected, tailored to the land around the site. When construction was concluded 4 years later, the final building had 3 underground floors as well as 10 floors above ground. East Asia's greatest commercial building was therefore constructed on little more than sheer willpower. However, this came at a cost to some aspects of NB's integrity. The escalator, for instance, only connects to the first 3 floors. Most of the underground floors have also gone unused in ensuing years. Such quirks as the direct result of the circumstances surrounding building inspection. Yoshito told me that he and son that once. Do do do. Do 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 do. This better be the last one. In most cases, large commercial buildings are run by their owners, who control everything from PR to tenants and internal bylaws. BW was no exception to that rule. BW. From the very start, shops and residential spaces alike were sold piecemeal. People who bought their real estate inside the buildings were then free to utilize it however they pleased. Because of this, soon after NB opened up, shop owners, residents started remodeling work on their respective stores and apartments. In the end, this meant that former blueprints for NB weren't drafted until 8 years after the building was originally completed. Even in those early days, the building's layout had already become too unwieldy for anyone to fully grasp at that stage. I wonder if this is all true. Yoshito always had me sitting on his lap, petting my head all nicely and gently. I love Yoshito. She always calls to me, Miko. Miko's a girl's name, but you should have given it to me, so I love it. God damn it, there's another one. Ugh, you bastards. Do 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 do. The basement of Broadway was once housed a vacuum tube computer within its walls. It had been brought into the building after the end of World War II by war criminals who evaded arrest, shielded from the prying eyes of MacArthur's GHQ. Vacuum tube computer purpose in those days remains a mystery. It's possible it could have been utilized for things such as mathematical computations or code breaking, but such speculation is unconfirmed. As time went on, there was eventually nobody left to carry down the original purpose set forth for the terminal. At that point, the computer was apparently buried inside a wall somewhere. It's dark in here. All dark, I can't see a thing. It's okay. I'm okay being in the dark, I'm not scared of anything or anything, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshito's not here. I don't even smell him. I can't go back outside. Yoshito, where are you? Please sit me on your lap and pet my head again. Now you know. I know who I really am. I'm... So it's begun. Well, I have to say, this is a bit more than what I bargained for. This keeps up, the building's going to collapse for sure. Who am I? Somebody, anybody tell me. Are you a god? Miko! That's right, my name is Miko. Been looking for me this whole time. Got food! Glad that didn't take that long. Phew, looks like the tremors have stopped. Just in nick in time, too. That's my assistant for you. You've done well. Now I don't have to worry about any broken coffee cups. Does she ever wear that hat? Snap, computer. Whoops. Oh, this is definitely the last part. Voice. I'm the one who should be apologizing here. I'm the one who left you alone this whole time. So sorry, my friend. No, it's okay, really. You don't have to be sorry. I know you've been waiting for me since the day you had to go. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I'd never have lived to see Miko with my own eyes again. I should probably explain. You see, back when the vacuum tube computer room was still around, I lived here in this building, away from my family. The computer room was where I used to work. The only family I ever had the whole time was the cats. I talked with Miko about everything there, my memories of my family, Fuyume, Yuki, anything to help keep my loneliness at bay in there. He would join me in the computer room, and we spent many, many hours together over the years. Eventually, they closed down the room and sealed the whole thing off with a thick wall like it was never there to begin with. It was around that time I lost Miko, too. I couldn't find him wherever I looked. Someone didn't check the room before blocking it all. I had a bad feeling about where he might have ended up and came back here who knows how many times to rescue him. But in the end, I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up, and over time, nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it, it had been decades since we'd last been together. I can't thank you enough for making this happen. We wouldn't have been reunited without you, kid. What's interesting is that computer is apparently still active. Thank you so much. Now you can go back to living together again. Or we, sorry. Thank you, I'll never ever forget this day. Or did the digital world keep it alive? I see, nice work. I can only imagine how hard it was, but you really did a good job. So our Pete was actually a cat named Miko, sealed deep inside a wall, along with that old vacuum tube computer from the American occupation days. And somehow, using the building's internet, or rather power of its ley lines, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. That's probably why it's so active. That old cat's had a hell of a life, wouldn't you agree, Takumi? We can't say for sure what the actual assimilation process entailed, but at this point, we know better than to doubt it happened. What are you going on about? It's amazing how much, and yet how little, the digital real worlds are siphoned off from one another. So no advertisements. Imagine the reason Pete showed up again after all these years because of digital wave and we see the crazy shit that's been going down in the last few days, weeks. But you know, there's still one thing about the whole story that bugged me a little. You mentioned that towards the end, old man Mizoshima said, now we can go back to living together again, right? What do you think he meant by that? Not only that, but in the case you solved earlier, where he was the one behind Urban Legend, how did he keep breaking into the building? Let's assume for the sake of argument that he somehow had access to an entrance that let him come and go for the timing. What the hell? Have he physically been getting into the building so much that way that he was being reported, you'd think something would have gone differently. Some things. Got any theories you'd like to propose? If we look into his backstory, we might be able to find our answers pretty easily. Don't know, maybe we can let the occult club kids know about this, about their real feeling after going on. Well, when they came face to face with a real... You know what? Nah, let's keep it to ourselves. Real what? You saying he's a ghost too? truly nothing is impossible in this crazy hole in the wall we call home. I'm clearing emails and shit. Hey, we're done. I'm in this bar here. I got pizza. Plus my voice is just not doing well for this recording session today. But thanks for watching. Check back later for the next video. Also, that was a depressing ass ending. It was distracting and everything, but that was depressing. It's moments like that that make Digimon awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check back later for the next video. Bye.